Hey, today's tale turns life into a comedy of twists. Zhu Yang and Lao Jin's secret meetup is thrilling. Lao Jiang even had spies film it. He even hired a hitman to play ball. It was supposed to be an epic showdown, but the fountain system went off instead, and Lao Jin freaked out, yelling at Yuan Ding. He rushed over to punish Yuan Ding, but was knocked down instead. Zhu Yang froze, then fled, and Lao Jin met a similar fate. Suddenly, he gets an anonymous envelope with photos of him and Lao Jin secretly meeting, and Zhu Yang was like, "What the heck is this?" Things are getting wild. Lao Jiang aimed to kill two birds, oust Lao Jin and silence Zhu Yang. But instead, he created trouble for himself. Zhu Yang's father-in-law has some serious pull. Lao Huang got mad and started schooling this clueless little thug. But Lao Jiang's bold assistant just from being a simpleton. He thinks he's got the whole game figured out, believing that the stakes are too high, and that he's just a small fish with plenty of folks ready to take the heat for him. He's unaware, as a low-level thug, his future's bleak. He promised Lai Dong a top lawyer. But who shows up? A government lawyer. The lawyer's just as confused, claiming ignorance about the mental health proof. Poor Lai Dong is thrown for a loop, and Lai Dong finds out his 100 million won savings account was swindled by Lao Jiang's goons, sending him into a tailspin. President Jiang is a total fraud. Lai Dong shouts in fury, but guess who's watching? Zhu Yang. Zhu Yang's experienced eye quickly spots that he's not the murderer. He digs up Lao Jiang's call records to discover that just before Lai Dong's arrest, he had loads of calls with Lao Jiang, plus Lao Huang's number. Turns out, when Lao Jin was arrested, Zhu Yang had secretly investigated Lao Huang, but Lao Huang was slick and caught his tail. After getting the evidence, he happily calls Lao Huang to drop the bomb that Lai Dong is innocent. But then he runs into a brick wall with the boss stopping the retrial. Before he even catches his breath, there's chaos in the office. Everyone's just playing the chess games, maintaining a shady balance. No one wants to know the truth. Zhu Yang refuses to back down. He calls the journalist buddy, and after gifting a pricey gold watch, he gets the scoop he wanted by morning. The chief went off like a volcano, telling Lao Huang to wipe down, while Zhu Yang got roasted too. The irony. Just then, Lao Huang gets a call, anxious yet still annoyed with Zhu Yang, who shockingly tears up the photos right in front of him. Zhu Yang fires back, handing over Lao Jiang's call records, a grand gift just to remind him, "Don't mess with me." Upon learning that his buddy big guy is being watched, Lao Huang was fuming yet managed to regain composure just to call Lao Jiang. Surveillance in the West is crucial, and Lao Huang is seething, but oblivious to the crisis brewing. Lao Jiang can't hold back and secretly records their chat, even working on the aftermath, resulting in a bunch of culprits being sent to jail. The next morning, Lai Dong's found dead in his cell. The position looks odd, but the verdict reads suicide. Zhu Yang is ready to explode, but when he looks up, he spots a familiar figure, the one who killed Lao Jin. Zhu Yang again requests a retrial, please, but is refused by the leader. Colleagues feign concern, yet secretly savor the show. Frustrated, he orders his team to dig for any useful evidence following Lai Dong's suicide, which makes the chief breathe a sigh of relief. Now the chief tells Lao Huang to lay low so he can smoothly climb the ranks. What a cruel jerk from fate. Just then, Lao Huang gets a call from Xiao Mo. Upon returning to the office, he finds all his subordinates have been taken in for questioning. He panics, knowing they sometimes cut corners to make ends meet. Could they all go down together? Just when he's in a tizzy, his sister calls, saying there's a prosecutor at the door, searching the place. When he arrives, his sister is already taken away, so Lao Huang, shaking, dials Zhu Yang to apologize. But Zhu Yang doesn't buy it, so Lao Huang strips down and kneels, begging for forgiveness. Seeing Zhu Yang still unimpressed, Lao Huang hurriedly pulls out a hard drive, handing over the photos and videos from Lao Jiang, swearing he made no backups. As the saying goes, there are no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. After a few drinks, they end up best buddies. Thus, the supposed conflict brewed by greed wraps up with Lao Huang's concession like it was a soap opera finale. Although the brothers found themselves entangled in this turmoil, they still remained completely clueless about what exactly had transpired. After his last meeting with the chief, this big bro seems more and more like a stranger. Lao Huang contemplates but feels powerless. Meanwhile, his loyal underling Xiao Mo is worried about his big bro and musters up courage to ask, In order to prevent Xiao from getting involved, Lao Huang chooses not to tell him the truth, which makes Xiao feel even more uneasy. They hadn't even left the funeral home when they bumped into Lai Dong's family, and Lao Huang generously nudges Xiao to hand them some cash. Lao Huang empties his pockets as Xiao give the money to Lai Dong's daughter. Seeing the gratitude, he feels ashamed. But at that moment, Lao Huang gets a call from President Chang, tiresomely telling Xiao he needs a day off. Little did he know, tragedy struck Lao Zhang's project hit a snag, pleading for Lao Huang to continue fixing things. To climb the ranks smoothly, Lao Huang wants nothing to do with Lao Zhang anymore, but Lao Zhang threatens him with videos of a scapegoat. Little did Lao Zhang know, Lao Huang has a nickname in the industry, Elevator Warrior, and he's already worked out another deal behind the scenes. As Lao Zhang descends, the elevator malfunctions. In his panic, he messes up the safety gear, checking into the eternal slumber bedroom. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more fun stories waiting for you to discover.